Good morning, everybody. It's about 8:25 a.m. here on June 2nd. Got a van update for you. So, took it to my welder guy. He said, yeah, we can fix the holes in the wheel wells. The best course of action is probably just going to be to put some tin up in there or something to cover it, but we can fix it. And I said, okay, cool. Now, in terms of the front subframe, he said, yes, it's weldable. For all of that, maybe $200 to $300. And I thought, okay, good deal. Because, you know, I do love this van. And I would love to keep it around, you know, for years, long term. Of course, it already has 230,000 miles, so the trans might go out before then. But here's the problem. I was randomly, you know, piddling around yesterday, and I happened to look under it. And I noticed it's raining, so I'm going to see my best to try to do this. I noticed that the rear subframe is cracked there. And there. Also, up here, let's see if I can't show it. That's the hitch, but up here, in other words, I'm holding the camera at a weird angle right now. Rocker panels are definitely rusted through on it. It's not awful for an 04, but like, it's not the best. Now, the front subframe, the main rust issue is right up in there, where the body mount attaches to the cradle is rotted. This is what was welded before. You can see where it's been welded already. That's a new hole. Oh, that's nice too. Crack right there. Crack right there. Save for the fact that these frickin' gray panels are probably covering up a whole myriad of rust. This is all barely hanging on. If you tap this good enough, it's gonna fall out. You can see how it's all already. This fucking sucks. This is my fucking baby right here, and it's fucking ruined. This side appears... Sorry, I'm trying to... Mostly okay, from what we can see. Not ideal, obviously. Rear subframe back here. The rockers on this thing are just destroyed. Look at that. That is Michigan rust for you. The amount of vehicles that drive around every day that look like this is horrifying. And up here, you can see it's kind of still intact. And then you come back here and it's just gone. So, honestly, and then of course there's this, but this is about to go through. I just put gas in it so you can hear. Listen. If I push that hard enough, it's going through. 100%. Everything behind here is rotted out. But at what point is it too much? I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get this. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get this thing back to perfect condition. There's so much rust on the subframe. The back, the middle, the front. I mean, if I wanted to get this thing in perfect mint condition, $2,000, $2,500. I mean, shit, at this point, you may as well just replace the whole goddamn subframe, which, you know, you're going to have to go down south and find one of these with a bad transmission and put the subframe in. Is that worth it? Absolutely not. If this thing had 130,000 miles, maybe, but 230, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, these vans are good, but, like, they're not really made to last this long. I mean, I'll be honest with you, 230,000 miles on one of these transmissions that's been towed with, I mean, this thing's on borrowed time. The engine is still good, save for the fact that it has an exhaust leak, I'm pretty sure. What kills me about it, too, is that the inside of this van is mint. I mean, look at it. I've taken good care of it. Power doors still work. It's evident that this thing was taken care of very well. It freaking fucking sucks is what it does. Rust creeping up down there. Door track. Oop, out of focus. You can see how you can move that plastic. I just wish this thing was in worse physical I mean, even look at the steering wheel for 230,000 miles. It's got some wear, but Jesus Christ, the truck is worse than that. I just wish that it was in worse condition so I would feel better about, like, nice handle. That handle's about a month away from breaking off. This whole plastic piece here. Got the license plate lights working, by the way. That was fun. All the plastic in here. This is all broken. It's causing this to rot out, and it's causing this to rot out. But someone in the Facebook group actually told me, he said, hey, you said you're missing your license plate lights, right? And I was like, yeah. He said, take your tailgate apart, look inside your tailgate. There's a good chance that the mounts that are on there broke off and the lights fell inside. So I said, nah, whatever, I'll do it. Lo and fucking behold, there they were, and they both work. I lost both of the lenses, but I was able to jerry-rig some tape in here to hold it in. So, yeah. And I got rid of the stupid stick-on light. Yeah, it's dirty. The other issue, too, is that the frickin' water intrusion that this thing has. I'm gonna have to balance this because there's stuff there, but because of the rust, water has been getting all down in here. I don't even know what that is. Look. It stinks. The strap is soaking wet. In theory, it would be better to keep this up, which I'm gonna... I don't know, man. I feel like this thing's too far gone, which sucks because it's not terrible condition. Even the third row seat's in good shape. But, like, the crunchy rust, you can... Yeah. I'm surprised that seatbelt's still holding on. And then, of course, you've got the fun air dam. This should not have that much play in it either, but whatever. This whole thing doesn't stay up. This has been my favorite car I've ever owned, by far. I don't know why, but I love this thing, and it's a goddamn shame. But yeah, I just don't know. This thing has a lot of good parts. I mean, you could take the seats out of this thing and it would be good. I mean, these seats are in good shape. The only one that's not is this one, and it's not terrible. It's just got some cracking, sliding in and out. But yeah, so at this point, I mean, yes, this can be fixed, but like, what happens... Oh, that's water, thank God. I thought that was a crack. What happens if in a month someone totals this? Someone hits me. That's basically where I'm at. All the money that's going to be spent on fixing this thing, even if I had full coverage insurance on it, which I don't, I'm never going to get it back. I mean, I know that. I I'm not going to say how much I paid for this, but I'm not going to get what I paid for it. And I did not pay that much for it. I'm not going to say what I paid, but it was less than $2,000. That's all I'm going to say. It was less than $2,000. So, I don't want to get rid of this thing. I love it so much. It's been the best car I've ever owned, hands down. But, god damn it, at what point do you say it's too much? I mean, the other thing, too, that kind of irks me about it, which this is not really a fault of this particular one, is that this is kind of just these vans in general and a lot of American minivans, is that someone decided that this engine bay was a good design. Yeah. Big old V6, but you can't get to half of it. Just did an oil change too, but I mean, let's put it this way. Oh shit, I just realized something. This engine was put together on my birthday, October 16th. How freaking cool. I think this van was made on November 20th of 2003, but holy shit. I never noticed that, I swear to God. 2 years before I was born exactly, this engine was made. That's freaking cool. Damn, that makes me even more sad to get rid of this thing, but yeah. Here's the other issue that I have, though, is that I can't sell this to someone who has no understanding of the rust, because it's safe to drive. I've been driving it, but, like, it's not going to last much longer. What happens if you had a big bump and the subframe decides to exit the vehicle? This is why you wash your cars in the winter. Had this thing been washed early on in its life, once a week, once every other week in the winter, this wouldn't happen. So, as much as I hate to say it, I don't think I'm going to have this thing much longer. Fucking sucks. And I wanted another one, but at the same time, it's going to be the same issue unless I go down south and get one. And these things are hard to come by. They didn't sell a ton of these because they're... yeah. Damn it. Everything else on this thing could be fixed except that goddamn rust, and that's what's going to end the life of it. I don't want to scrap it because I don't think they'll give me more than a couple $100 for it, but I mean, I don't know. I'll probably throw it on Marketplace for $1,000, and if I can get $750 out of it, because it's got good parts. I mean, like you saw, everything on it works pretty much except the driver window and the air conditioning. So, well, driver window works, but the motor's going bad. So, yeah, sad update on the Freestar, but this is what happens when you live in the north. Save for that. Which, that's the other thing, too. As much as I don't want to go back down to only having one car, I have that. And I'm never getting rid of that. And that's a Georgia truck. And yes, the running board covers finally fell off. Because they're cheap running boards. And yeah, that's when the worst of the rust on your car is that, literally that, you're pretty damn good. I don't ever want to have to deal with Michigan rust again, even though I'm going to be my whole freaking life. But yeah, worst case scenario, I have this, so I can easily just drive this. It just gets worse gas mileage, but I have I have this. So even if I get rid of the van and it takes me a couple weeks to find a car, like I said, I have this. So it's not the end of the world. So yeah, not the last video you're going to see on this van, but I don't know. Certainly not the ideal situation, so yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, check out Isaac24.com. The other thing, too, is that I just graduated, and my parents have told me, essentially, that my mom wants me in a safer car. She essentially said, if you can pick out a car that you like that is a nice, safe, newer car than this, maybe we'll help you out a little bit. And I said, no, you won't, but I will take out a loan. So if they're willing to loan me some money, I might be able to get a newer car. And I have an idea of what I want. There's a very specific model car that I want to replace this with. The problem is they're not easy to come by. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but the car model itself is extremely, extremely, extremely common. The version that I want is a little less common. But it's quite a departure from anything I've had. That's it. Isaac24.com and Freestar subframe says peace out. Bye-bye. You cannot make this shit up. That's the outside world. That's that hole right there. So, in other words, let's just see here. Yep, that's wet. That's really awesome. Another little rain hole. Well, didn't think it was going to end this early, but favorite car I've ever owned. Charlie. Female Charlie, anyway. Threw it up on Marketplace. If you guys have seen the subframe video already, because I'm probably going to post that first, yeah, threw it up. I'm going to go show it and see what happens. But unfortunately, I just don't think this thing's going to be worth saving. Still got my stickers on it. I'm not taking those off. My plate's gone, though, and so is my ball hitch. That thing's stuck in there. Same tires that were on it when I bought it. The Starfire. All rusted out underneath, as everyone already knows, because they've seen the video. But yeah, so that's pretty prideful. Can't even get the sticker to stay. Key fob's original. Still works. Alarm. Headlights come on when you unlock it. This is all messed up. There's the VIN number. Dog's barking. See if I can show it. The code works. Lock it like that, and then unlock the driver door and unlock the rest of the doors. Door panel. Electric door still works. You can open it like that. Interior. The seats that slide and fold with this. Of course, you can also just do that and open the door manually. Cup holder. Actually, I need to take my garage clicker with me, so I'm glad I looked up there. But I'll get in here and just show you my floor mats are gone. Plenty of leg room. Seats scoot up and down and come out. Back door. Can hit the button there. Freestar. Fuel door. The rust. Trunk. With the water leaks. The seats that you can fold. Oh, that latch is soaking wet. That's nice. Or that strap, rather. Two-hand job. Soaking wet. Nice. Gross. Jack storage with the wonderful air vent that we all know and love. Ugh, hate to let this thing go, but what do you do? Middle seat belt. This side. Same seats. Adjustable seat belts in the back, although that one's weird because it goes up less than this one does. It goes up more, rather. And this seat is a lot closer to the door than that one. Quiet. Open the door like that. And then, of course, if we flick that off, heavy door, but open it like that. I'm gonna miss this thing. As old and crappy as it is. The seats tumble, both of them do this. I'm gonna miss it. Third row, which I'll step in here. I can step over the seat because I'm real short, but show ya. Even back here, legroom's not terrible. It'd be better, middle seat belt, which comes out like that. Actually, I should probably latch this in like that. Not terrible though. Definitely back in the day was a nice family vehicle. Worn out retractor, handlebars, and you know, shit like that. Always love the noise those doors made. The little tape on the mirror. Oh, my stuff is in there, so I can't show it too close, but the manual. I'll start it up one more time here. It starts up pretty good for the mileage, giving them the worn out key. It's just, you know, just got gas too. Of course I did. 230, 391. Starts up good. Definitely not the quietest. You can hear down there. There goes all the water. Definitely has a leak developing. It's not hard to tell. The window that you can't put all the way down. There we go. I was trying to get it stuck one last time. Of course, I underestimated that now that it's wet, it would be hard to grab it, but got it to go back. It's auto, but of course you don't want to do that. Oops, wrong one. That one goes down. Always thought the door panels in these were weird because they have this like gap way out by the window that you can see. See, once it's idling, it idles good. It's the old 4.2. Good engine. Hard to work on, but good. Battery. But yeah. Oh, that's dangerous. It'll let you lock it with the keypad while it's running. Don't know why they'd want you to do that. Got the automatic headlights, which are not on because it's not dark enough. High beam, low beam, brights, headlight dimmer. Turn signals that don't auto cancel but are nice and slow, which I prefer. Washer fluid. Rear wiper. The mirror, which is auto dimming. Visor. This one, which isn't attached because it's broken. They don't come out or anything. Your compass and your temp, which you can turn off. The mirror, which is adjustable. The door controls. You can stop it in the middle too, which is pretty funny. And then for some reason you've got the on light, which I would have preferred an off, but whatever. Dome lights, easy to replace. Driver door ajar, it's got 231, 391. Hit the reset. Trip odometer, miles per gallon average, there's the trip time, nothing, miles till empty. Mirror controls. Drive by, or it's got a cable, which is always nice. Brakes are kind of squeaky. And then low gear. Column shifter, kind of loose. Parking brake, which works. Let it go. Oh, it's not gonna roll back, all right. This thing sounds freaking amazing. These 4.2s, I'm telling you, they're stout little motors. This thing, it'll go if you step on it. Believe it or not, for a minivan, it'll go. Power steering. Cruise control, which doesn't work. Radio. Tape, cassette, presets. You can change the media, mute it, seek, and then the volume. Hazards. Traction control off, parking sensors, which don't really do anything, I don't think. Digital climate control, never really liked this too much, but whatever, it works. AC never works. You change it to dual zone like this. Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Always love that noise. There's the clock. Zones here. You change the passenger temp right here. And then if you hit this, it activates the rear controls. You can change the temperature, cold to hot, change the fan speed. 3 fan speeds, you can hear it. Change the front down. And then of course, if you hit that, I'll show you. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I forgot. If you want to have the rear passengers control, you hit rear. And now, you've got air. If you try to control the vents, listen. Oh, it's surprising the blend door actuators aren't really moving. There it goes. Yeah. Finicky system. I never really touched it too much. Get you off. If you turn the radio on, volume controls, you've got the media, you have the headphone jack thing. What this does, sends the speakers to just up here, but not sure what the whole purpose is. You've got memory, which just scrolls through your presets, and then seek. So, don't know why they would give kids the ability to control that, but they do. Dome lights, of course, for all the different rows, and we're having some Sony focusing. There we go. Dome light in the trunk. But yeah, so different controls and fancy stuff up there. 2 cigarette lighters. Handy. Storage. 2 cup holders. Little storage bin there. Glove box you already saw. Mirror, and that's really it. No oh shit bar here, but you got one there, which is funny, and then nothing there. Individual armrests, there's no center console. That seat is manual. This seat is partial power. Net storage, and yeah, and then pedal adjustments, which are handy. Obviously has the gray leather seats, but yeah. And then of course the lights that are always on. That's pretty much it. And then the horn. Of course the alignment on this thing's always been a little off, and then the key has the little butterfly thing, so you've got the radio, and then off, then that position, which makes you shift without the brake pedal being depressed. Car lurches backwards. And then the next position is the run. And then obviously, you know, I always liked how you can hear the gas gauge needle when you do that. Listen. You can hear it go up. And then if you turn the car off, you can hear it. Yep. Fun stuff. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and oh, the subframe on this one is getting there, so thank you all for watching. And then, of course, I'll show you the one other thing. Oil change sticker. Man, I wish I lived in the South, because then this thing would just go forever. I honestly would make it, so. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and this might be the last time you see this, so. Rest in peace to probably my favorite car no, it was my favorite car I've ever owned, but damn that Michigan rust. And then, of course, the cornering lights, which I think I showed in the first video I made of it, so. Yep, that's it.